Winter League playoffs officially beginning. Teams that don't make it tonight will finish with $2 or $2.5 million. Teams that advance to the finals will be assured a minimum of $3.5 million. Winning team this year will get $5 million. Not bad for 31 round-robin games and then a best-of series. I think we are ready to proceed as people start to trickle in.
Let's go while we're young.
Well, I know. It's playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. Speaking of the finals, I now know I was supposed to go see my troubled kid this weekend. That's a lot of the delays, but they are sick, so we're going to push it to another week. So we will be doing traditional Coffee with the Commish on Sunday to do the finals, the best of 5 between the two champions of tonight's round semifinals. All right, gang. Let's do this thing we call eMLB in a Fluffy Kitty Ninja format. Let's go.
Welcome. Come in. Fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. It is the home of eMLB baseball, and we're happy to have you here. Off-season continues, and in the Winter League, we are at our playoffs, which means 4 teams of the 32 have made the finals. Again, they are vying to get as much as $5 million of team cash. That'll pretty much cover all their off-season training if they do that. But even the worst team in this would walk away with $2 million. So I'll put it this way. Pittsburgh, let's go to the standings. Pittsburgh and Montreal, because they had winning records, if either of them loses their series, they're short of being third, because it goes by record. That's how I'm determining that. So that's one way to look at it. If the Pirates or Expos don't make it, they at least get third. The other losing team would fall to fourth automatically. So the only way the Expos could finish fourth is if somehow both the Pirates and Expos lost this. So, there you go. All right, now that we explained that, let's jump into it. So we're going to do this in quick sim format unless we get to a Game 3 final. Then we'll do what we've been doing in Winter League, which is watching the first 3, quick sim in the mid 3, and watching the final 3. If the GMs are here, they will have the right to be able to change or alter their lineups. So we are going to disable the universe so nothing else takes place. Meaning we're going to turn off the BNN. And we will start with the Rangers and the Expos. So if Ken and Jamie are here, they can make adjustments. Even if only one of them's here, the GM present can make any adjustments if necessary. First things first, disable the universe. Done. Done, good sir. Badoom. All right, are they here? Hurrah. Hurrah. Is you is, oh is you ain't my GM. GM, they be found somebody new in the amateur draft. Oh, is my GM still my GM true? Yeah, watched a little Tom and Jerry with the kids today. You had the hottest DoorDash driver I have ever seen deliver breakfast. Did the sexiest GM of eMLB land the phone number. Inquiring GM minds want to know, did she come in for coffee? Too stunned. What the heck, JR? You're supposed to be suave. The sexiest GM in eMLB is not too stunned to ask anybody. Oh no, wrong freaking button. He says he's too stunned to ask, and all of us know he's the sexiest GM in eMLB. We're all like, what? What are you talking about? See, now that's how you would have gotten the in. Man. There was your in right there. Well, I guess you just got to order breakfast at the same place tomorrow and hope she's working the same shift. Zang. And she would have said, that's a first. Sure. Yep. All right, so tune in tomorrow. Oh, wait, actually, we'll tune in on Sunday. And we'll find out if JR did order breakfast again, and if she showed up again, and this time he asked. Now, you have to say, don't take this in a stalker format, but I ordered breakfast in the hopes you'd come because I really wanted to ask you something. And she'll be like, oh, Lord. And then you drop it on her, she'll be like, oh. And then JR will be thanking us all later. All right, we've got a show to do. If we ever have FKN Con, I have some stories. Well, you know, I am not opposed to some of the ideas we've had in mind, which is meet and greets at a ballpark, watch a game, have some beer, eat some dinner, all that good stuff. You have no idea how many times I've ordered Bob Evans to see you again. It feels like it was in Serendipity. I love that movie, by the way. It's one of my more favorite rom-coms. And, you know, John Cusack's a pretty darn good actor, but I mean, Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale 20 years ago. Indeed. All right. We got some ball to play. So no one's answered the bell, so that means they're gonna grin and bear it. They're gonna like it and like it. We all know what ballpark would make the perfect eMLB meeting spot. Gee, I wonder if it's in. I don't know if I want to go to Ohio right now with that. You know, that mess. You know, isn't that how The Walking Dead began? It isn't how the Last of Us began, because that's with you chronic mushroom eaters. That's how that'll happen. Totally across the state. Very good. He says that for now, but once he starts, you know, growing a third boob and never leaving the house, well, then that's a different story, and it did affect you. So, because he'll never leave the house. All right. Anyway, all right. Worst part about Cincinnati is it borders Kentucky. Oh, that sounds like fighting words indeed. All right, gang, let's get to game one here. We've got the universe disabled, so let's quick sim. We will see if it's close, and then we'll go live on action. But because we may have as many as 6 games we're watching today, and we've got 10 minutes before our first commercial break, let's get her going. I'm going to turn this off so that you guys can actually see just a little bit more. All right. Joe Olney. Hey, we remember that name. He was a pretty high selection there for the Expo. As I realize I'm not in my perch. Olney, I think so far, I think he's pretty good. 5-0. 406 ERA, 55 strikeouts, and 44 innings. I think he's doing the job so far. It is. It is a balmy 41 degrees here in Hodgetown. And I got to remind myself, Hodgetown is in Amarillo, Texas. We are in Amarillo, Texas, chat. Alrighty, let's get her started. No score, Bill McClure, 1.0 name, and a heck of a 1.0 name. 3-1 with an even 3 ERA thus far. McClure, I don't think is, well, actually, he started pitching last season. I don't think he's far away from being in eMLB majors soon enough. No score, going to the second. Best steak of your life in Amarillo? Sign me up! No score through 3 as we keep her on going. Keeping on. Bill and Jerry are not related if I remember right. I believe we only have one set of twins in the Lathams. Two nothing here for Montreal. How do they do it? The 72-ouncer? No, that was in the great outdoors. All right. Jaheim Underdew took a walk, then got into a double play. So from Logan Nutsman, that's Nutsy Poo, community creative player and Twitch partner, by the way. Medium rare is the best way to go. I'm a medium guy. Medium rare, I just can't have it moo at me still while I eat it. Let's see. So with 2 outs, Tyler Bradshaw got a single. Ralph East a single to get runners at first and second. Don Kuhn got a single to load the bases. Harlan Vokey will get a single to score both Bradshaw and Ralph East to make it 2-0. All right, so 2-0. Joe Olney. Joe Olney, 8 strikeouts. Acknowledge Joe Olney, please, and thank you. Godzilla mode for Mr. Olney. 8 strikeouts here through 4 innings thus far. But it's 2-1 here at this point. How does Texas get on the board? Let's see. Well, Len Daly. Ooh, famous Len Daly. One of the best home runs in eMLB 1.0 playoff history. A walk-off for the Giants. Tyler Bradshaw moves to short. So John Kane got a double. Mike Bodfield flew out to center. And Kane got to third. A hit by pitch for Isaac Pacheco. Noah Smith becomes the 9th victim for Joe Olney. But then that guy, Jack Trainer, Buffalo Jacks, community creative player, gets a double, scoring Kane to make it a 2-1 ball game. Oh, by the way, Pino struck out. 10 strikeouts, Joe Olney. Big time Godzilla mode here to start us off tonight. And not one Godzilla emote in the chat at all. What is up with that? I'm gonna have to work on this Godzilla mode. I'm trying to be a little more creative with our content here. All right, so halfway through the game, it's 2-1 Montreal. On we go. Bill McClure only has 1 strikeout, so that's why Olney's getting them all. And he's thrown 92 pitches thus far. There we go. That's better. All right, it's 2-1 through 5.5. Olney's still out there, still on 10 strikeouts, now 107 pitches. Just making sure I don't break anyone's arms. The AI is on. Yay. Still 2-1. Davy Jones is front and center. Pitching 9 innings, just 1 earned run allowed. 18 freaking strikeouts for Davy Jones. Boy, he'll put you in a locker. Brad Lohmeyer ready to go for the bottom of the 8th. 2-1, let's go live here. Davy Jones will try to lock him out. He's got 2 more strikeouts today. Let's start it off with John Kane, 1 for 3 in today's game. He's got 10 home runs. John Kane, Mike Bodfield, Louis Torrero are scheduled up It's a 3-2 pitch. It's going to be popped up on the infield left side. Look at those sexy red and blues of Les Expos. They make the play for the first out. 1 out. Ben Snow comes in as a pinch hitter. Snow, 241 average with a homer, 5 RBI. A 3-1 from Jones. One's going to miss inside. The tying run will get over to first with an out. Luis Torrero, the number 9 hitter, is your batter. He came in as a defensive replacement earlier at 467 in Winter League action. The 1-2. He got him to chase outside the zone on a 99-mile-an-hour pitch.
Fatality.
There's 3 strikeouts now for Davy Jones. 2 outs. Noah Smith is your batter. Today he is 0 for 4. The 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. This one is all over.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, 100 mile an hour on the outside corner. What do you do with that? Expos will win this first of 3. So again, of course, if they win the next one, they will advance. Let's see, 8 hits for Montreal. Just Ralph East with 2 hits on the day. Rock Calderon of Texas, a 1.0, no, not a 1.0er. He is an eMLB on the shower, meaning one of the small group of players that was interesting enough to continue their story from the now defunct eMLB on MLB The Show. That is my usual chance to say, hey, Ramon Russell, SDS crew, no year-to-year saves.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
I didn't say anything, you sign language derpy duck. Anyway. So, Joe only gets the win in impressive fashion. He struck out double digits for his first official playoff game. Good for him. All right, Bridov is getting a boost. Let me document it. What friggin' day is this? Oh, yeah. You are in, and hello, Noble. All right, so here's what I'll do before we get this next game done. We're coming right up against the commercial, so let me step aside. We'll get that out of the way. Again, with my daughter just officially getting into her college of choice, yeah, even more reason why we got to do it. Even though she got that nice scholarship, still got to pay room and board and still got to pay the rest of the tuition. Got to pay some bills. We'll be right back. Back live here on a special Friday night edition of Fluffy Kitty Ninjas as we wrap up the semifinals of eMLB Winter League action. We just saw the Expos win a pretty impressive game against the Rangers by 2-1. Joe Olney, one of the top picks in the expansion draft for the Expos, showing his worth and the promise of the future for sure with Olney. Nice job for him. He earns the victory. Now over to the Reds and the Pirates. Don't know if Cody is here or not, but we will jump into this one. I do know this. JR did tell me. I don't know if JR is still here, but he said... Nate Lamb. Nate Lamb will be his starter over Eric Rivera in this one. Any other changes at all there, JR? All else is good. You got it. Cody, I think I see you in the chat. else is good. So let's go over now and see if Cody has any adjustments he wants to make. Papa Va's still hurt, but could be back in a couple of days. We'll set that to human control. Cody, last call. If you have any adjustment you would like to make from what you posted. I will call for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will lock it in. All right, to Constellation Field we go. A lot of offense on the Pirates squad in this one so far. 52 degrees at Sugar Land, Texas. Wind is blowing in from left at 9 miles an hour. All right, let's get her started in quick sim format. Nate Lamb coming up 11 2/3, giving up 2 runs to this point. Well, that juggernaut of offense from Pittsburgh. Castagnosi flew out, but Patrick Hart, solo home run. Bracamonis, walk him. Bill Parker flew out for 2 outs, but then Mike Yishishima got a 2-run homer. No, it's not that. It's Mike Yishishima. It's Mike Hamana. Yes, that dude hit a 2-run homer. And we had 2 home runs in that inning, so 3-0 here as Eric Moreno gets back on the hill. 4-0, looking to go 5-0. To the 3rd. Another 3 spot. How'd that one happen? Excuse me. Long inning. So Bracamonis earns his 2nd walk after fouling off 4. Parker singled for runners at 1st and 2nd. Yastrzemski gets a base on balls. Bases are loaded. Another bases on balls for Frankenstero. And they just walk them all over the place. So Bracamontes will score. Brett Andrews will get a single, scoring both Parker and Yastrzemski. And that is how you get to 6-0 through 3 innings. Norm Fisher is in. Lamb was chased after the 2nd inning. 7-0. Another run scored. Brett Andrews would look good in a Phillies jersey. Isn't he a second baseman? Not the best start indeed. So Johnny Castagnosi joins the home run train 418 feet later into left center field to make it 7-0. Steelers 7, Bengals zip to this point, and dang it, I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry. I'm going to do that a lot with all the moving that we're doing. 7-0 to the 6th. 7-1. How do they get it? Let's see. We had a walk for Eddie Yost. Yost stole a base. Brady House struck out. Then Yost stole another base. Dear Lord, he's just all over the place, isn't he? Then a strikeout swinging on a wild pitch. Josh Schuler reaches first, and Eddie Yost scores on a strikeout with a wild pitch. Go! Will wonders ever cease, I tell you. I wish Yost could steal first. Yes, don't we all? All right. Bottom of the 6th. 9-1. This is a tough team to face. Leonard struck out swinging. Castagnosi will single 2-run for Patrick. Don't call me Corey Hart. And that is where we get to a 9-1 ball game. Hey, Epic. Good evening. Happy Friday. That is a small ball and deal. Bobby Cueva coming on in. Hold on. This is the song that always takes a half a minute to be done, but it feels like a half hour. Whew. Dear Lord. Streaming too much of late. 9-1. Bottom of the 7th. We go. 7th inning stretch. That's all you get. 9-1 into the 8th. Still 9-1 as Brian Baker is on the hill. And it's not close, so we're not going live. 9-1 is your final as Pittsburgh dominates in that one. 13 hits against 5 for the Reds. Nobody really doing anything fancy for the Reds in this one. The Pirates, though, well, everyone but the 8-9 hitters got hits, and everyone but Ismael Bracamonis and Jared Frankenstero got multiple hit games, so just an awful lot of offense from this Pittsburgh Pirate. And boy, do we mean Pittsburgh, because half this squad's going to be in the majors, most likely, as Cody has been telling us. So he's kind of working with a tactical advantage, I think, in this particular instance. You look at the graph, oh dear Lord, there was no chance in heck, right? No chance in heck. All right, so we will go to eMLB for a moment and see if anything takes place on the signing front here as we sim the first of the days. We will go until the series are done. All right, no one signs. Let's check for transactions. Holy crap. You smartasses and your ridiculous signing bonuses. You know who you are.
That's what she said.
Oh my god. All right. Just where you guys go sometimes. It's funny. No freak injuries. And let's look on the Winter League side. We didn't have any injuries in that instance. SF must have filed their release papers recently. Okay. All right, so Montreal. Yeah, we're staying in the. Yep, so Montreal is the team. Next, we'll go Texas, Montreal. If neither of them are here again, Pink slips so plenty in the SF organization. Well, maybe Sean did do some releases as he sets his lineup more, or his organization more. All right, I don't think either Jamie or Ken are here because they have not communicated yet in any instance, which is fine. So let's get her going. We'll have Juan Caswas taking on Jorge Alaman in this one. Let's jump on over to it. Here we go. We are back in Hodgetown for this one. Oh, Is there still a boss battle? Smaller crowd tonight in a, yeah, you released a bunch of 2020s. Makes sense. They might work somewhere else, though. That's the whole idea. Idea, not idea. It's idea. All right. Jorge Alaman ready to go. Let's get her started. Can Texas send this to a best of 3? To the second. No score still. 1-0. Expo. Jaheim Underdew says, Ipui. San Fran is still one of the younger age teams in the league. Gee, I wonder why. All right, John Kane. Well, it's 1-1. Was it for John Kane's reasons? It was John Kane's reasons. It's like I called the shot. It's like I called my own goal-scoring effort, so I had to do the Ray Bork pump. Now everyone's going to yell collusion. All right. On we go. 1-1, bottom of the third. Stays that way to the fourth. To the fifth, still at 1. These two don't like to score much. To the sixth. 1-1. 2-1. Hey, that sounds familiar. How do we get to 2-1? Spike Bennett 1.0 name was all hype for a long time. Still hit the homers, but didn't pan out in much other areas. But Bennett hits the solo home run to give the Expos a 2-1 lead. Bottom of the seventh. 4-1. Ooh, is this series going to be over? Let's see. Nutsman gets the base on balls. Holy crap. Nutsy Poo stole second base. Nutsy is not fast. He's not fast, but he stole a base. He got to third. A triple from Don Kuhn Jr. will score Nutsy, and then Irving Hart drives in Kuhn to make it 4-1. He was fast enough, yes. Davy Jones back out there. He had 4 strikeouts in 2 innings of work the prior game. Wrong universe, Minerva. No red and black masks worn in eMLB. It's 6-1 now, so because it's beyond 3 runs, I'm going to quick sim the last one just to see how we got there. Single for Spike Bennett and a 2-run homer for Joe Lynch, another 1.0er. The 1.0ers representing, even community created players representing in this one. So let's finish this one. 6-1 final. Rangers, adios. They will be exiting stage right. They will again win at least $2 million here. But if Cincinnati doesn't advance, then they'll finish third because of having one more win in spring training, in winter leagues round robin. So they at least know that they're getting $2 million for sure. Expos will advance to the finals, which now improves their cash up to $3.5 million. Dave Schaefer came in to get the victory after Jorge Alaman exits with 12 strikeouts in 5 1/3 innings of work. That's some big-time Godzilla mode there, chat. Absolutely. All right, so let's leave this one. So again, Montreal will win in advance. They will be in the final on Sunday morning. And That means we've got one more game to play, possibly two. We'll see how this one goes. We will see how this one goes. What the frig is going on? What is going on, chat? Oh, I see what's going on. Okie dokie. And fire back on. Yeah. All right, let's go. We'll start her off. Reds trying to send this one to game 3. They started off well, 3-0 off the Dark Knight. Eddie Yost got a single after fouling off several pitches. Brady House strikes out. Fabian singles. Yost goes for third and gets there. Then a 3-run homer for community credit player Dylan Humphrey. That is a big one for the Reds as they will start off 3-0. Is that enough, though, against this very potent Pittsburgh offense? So far, so good. To the second. Bottom of the second. 3-1. It is, let's see, Yushiba singles. Patrick Hart will single with Yastrzemski getting to third. Sam Faith flies out to first base on the right side. But a wild pitch, of all things, will get Mike Yastrzemski to score. 3-1. To the third. 5-1. Here come the Reds in this one. 2-run homer for Brady House after Eddie Yost reaches on a walk. So 5-1. 5-2. And I see Bruce Wayne is gone. Let's see, a double for Brett Andrews. Casignosi grounded out 6-3, and Andrews stayed put. A single for Bill Parker. You see the long at bat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ninth pitch of the at bat. He will single and score Brett Andrews to make it a 5-2 ball game. To the fourth. Saw a new pitcher, Jonathan Alcantara was out there for Cincy. Still out there. Bottom of the fifth. 5-3. With one out, Johnny Casignosi doubles. Bill Parker grounded out with Casignosi getting to third. Then Bracamonis gets the double to score Casignosi, making it 5-3. To the sixth. 7-3. Cincy really pulling the offense in this one. Josh Schuler with a single. Nathaniel LaRue, let's give him the proper name. Nathaniel LaRue, 2-run homer. That makes it 7-3. To the seventh. Mason Ronan in for the Pirates. 10-3. Yow, here comes Cincy big time. Single. A fly out, one out, another single, but Edmondson got to second on a wild pitch. Then a single got him to third on an infield hit. Another wild pitch will score Amundsen. Then a double scores Brady House. And then one more double for Dylan Humphrey, scoring Josh Schuler. Big night for Dylan Humphrey here. It's 10-3. Red legs. To the eighth. 11-3. He had a walk. A single for Joe Edmondson, getting runners to first and third. Then a single for Eddie Yost will score Jay Wolf to make it 11-3. 11-5. Ooh. 2-run homer for Mike Yastrzemski after J.R. Frankenstero singled. All right. Well, it's not close enough, even if it is Pittsburgh's offense. They got one more. That is all they will get. Bill Parker with a ninth inning solo home run with 2 outs. But it's an 11-6 final, and this one will go 3. It will go to the final. Dylan Humphrey gets the player of the game. Jimmy Yates was also injured while pitching. We'll check on that. So to eMLB for the moment. Let's quick sim ahead one day. Of course. Oh, blow it out your ass and, like, drink a cocktail in Florida for me or something. All right, Manny Machado over to Pittsburgh. All right. Oh, you're not down there yet. I thought you were leaving today. Or you're flying out tomorrow, is it? All right, now we advance. You keep giving me crap about commercials. I'm going to make sure that I can program it. You get an extra 5 minutes of commercials. I have no idea if that can be done. No, it can't, as far as I know. All right, we do have several signings. Let's take a peek. David Peterson, left-hander who was with the Washington for quite a while, is coming over to Colorado on a 1-year, $2.5 million deal. Kind of lost his starter's role last season, but he still pitched quite a bit, 122 innings of work. Not a strikeout guy at all, total finesse type of guy. Can he keep the ball in the park? That's the hope, of course, when you go play in Colorado. So Peterson, hey, why not? You know, again, he might be more of a reliever at this point, and that's where Washington used him last season. But again, $2.5 million, not a bad gamble. Jeff Hartley, though, the former Oriole, the former Red, the former Oriole Red, goes over to San Diego. Should be a crazy year. Yeah. All right. So Hartley signs a 1-year deal for $3.8 million. Again, last season had a hard time in Cincy. Why am I on postseason? But he did have a 4.15 ERA with Baltimore and did say 14 games the prior season for the O's. So again, ERA just north of 4. Always had a little bit of trouble with walks to a degree, a little bit of trouble with the long ball as well, but still a solid fastball in the upper 90s. And when he can keep it down, that could be an effective double play pitch. That should benefit at Petco Park. Freudis Nova feels like he's just all over the place since his first days of seeing him in the World Series back in 2022 with the Astros. He was on 3 different teams last year. Well, he'll be on another one as he signs a 1-year deal with the Brewers. Now, the Brewers technically have ownership of his rights for 1 more season after this if they keep him around. So that could be of interest, too, to see. Again, he's got the ability. He's been a known stealer. He's stolen in the teens a couple of times for Houston. He can have average. He's shown proof of that. But he's also shown some experience with struggling. A career .260 hitter to this point so far. Not known for his power, but does have 32 home runs and has been able to hit double digits when needed. So could be a guy that you could use in several roles. Might be better for depth, but might also be a starter in the right instances as well. This is a guy who's technically a 2-time champion. Freudis Nova heading to Milwaukee. And finally, Dennis Santana will sign a 1-year deal with the New York Mets. Last season, he pitched briefly in Miami. He did also play in Double and Triple A. Santana has decent control, does throw a sinker ball. It's his secondary pitches that really is where he does not have a lot of strength, but he's a wonderful guy to be around. He's very charismatic, and, well, he did technically win a world title back in 2021. That was with the Los Angeles Dodgers. That was the last season before we had UGMs start dictating the universe. All right, there's your signings. Did we have any additional notes? Nope. Any injury? Nope. All right. You know, I said we were gonna do the 3 live format. I think we're going to skim as much as we can, but get closer to a point where if this game is close, we will look at it live. I'm trying to stay condensed for time. It's Friday night. I know I was planning to stream, but you know, the kids are having fun. We were enjoying, as I said, we watched a little bit of goofiness today. It was a good day. All right, so I want to get back into Winter League. We have any? I don't know why it's going to this screen. Jimmy Yates diagnosed with a sore wrist. He'll be day-to-day for 2 weeks. So not a major injury to Yates. Don't know what your plans were for him. He pitched for Round Rock prior in Pacific Coast League. All right, Reds and the Pirates is your final game of the evening. Definite. It'll be 47 degrees. Let's let Mr. Rollins decide if he has any adjustments he wants to make. We'll go over to this screen. Your GM canceled. No D&D. What's wrong with that? I'm going to move myself from the screen so you can see just a little bit. I will continue to say I would love to get back into some Dungeons and Dragons. It's been a long time. Doug Latham will get it. One of our twins. Willie Latham's brother. It even says Willie's twin. When you go to Willie, it says Doug's twin. So Latham from Kathleen, Florida, 2-0, 3 ERA. In this one, he's going to try to send the Reds on the impossible task of dethroning the Pirates. That could be a tall order. Lineup is good. Be Mike Perter. Papa Vaz is coming in after his injury. We'll see what factor he has in this one. Doug's twin will be rooting for him. I'm sure he will. All right, let's get to the game. All right, we are good. It is cloudy with a decent chance of rain. Don't tell me this one's going to get rained out. Boy, would that suck. That would suck indeed, wouldn't it? Oh, no! We suck again! All right, before I forget. AI, chat, GPT, AI. You guys been reading about this whole, how the Bing search engine is... This is how Skynet starts, gang. It's been a pleasure, just in case. A week in and the damn thing's already telling, you know, people that they should leave their partners, and Skynet is legit, no shit. You for one.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
I was hoping he was asleep or already into a slippery nipple or something, but apparently not. In case it's reading right now, you welcome our AI overlords. You know, maybe they'll give us a pass. maybe they will be nice to us because all we're doing here is doing AI-based stuff. So they'll be like, you're good. We've got our eye on you, but maybe if I offer to make them community created players, maybe they'll just give us a free pass. Dan Brews, that's my spirit animal, that typo where it's hashtag booze because now I want a beer. Boss battle. All right, gang. Let's finish off this kind of C to like C plus episode of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. I love the AI they're using for those fake Gorilla Monsoon podcast clips. I haven't seen that or heard about it. And now that you say it, guess whose voice is in my head? Ho! Mr. Audit says, you know what? I don't care if I have 5,001 balls of yarn. I'm going for it. Check the Twitter you reach. Okay, I'll check later. Thank you. This is why you should always say please and thank you to Siri. Hey, Siri. I like you. Thank you. It's saying, that's sweet. All right. AI overlords will leave me alone for at least one more day. All right, let's go. All right, bottom of the first. Yeah, just all of a sudden, AI, I was like, did I turn the AI on? AI is watching, said, did you turn us on? You know, you ever have that feeling that they might just not be happy about your decision? Did you turn us on? Yeah, I could feel it. All right, bottom of the first. 3-0 Pittsburgh. Yarch. Solo home run for Brett Andrews. You know you couldn't stop him. You could only hope to contain Israel Bacamontes. 25 freaking home runs now. If you start hearing romantic music from your Alexa, you turned it on. All right. Out of the gutter, dang it. Yeah, I agree. All right. Top of the second, still 3-0. To the third, 3-1. Rusty Keys struck out. We had a double for Joe Amundsen. Then Jake Snyder grounds out to second. Amundsen advances to third. Eddie Yost will double the score Amundsen and get the Reds on the board. It's 3-1 here. Bottom of the third. Doug Latham goes again. And Doug Latham, well, I think they wanted Willie Latham out here. 7-0. Yikes. Single for Bracamones. Single for Frankenstero. Runners are first and second. They got Shamaja out with a strikeout. But Patrick Hart singles and scores 2. And then Papa Vaz makes his presence felt on his first game back from injury. He gets a triple and scores for Frankenstero and Hart. There's your 4 spot. 7-1 through 3 to the 4th. 7-2. How do they do? It. Well, Fabian struck out. Schuler singled. Humphrey singled. Runners at first and second. LaRue had a battle but struck out. Rusty Keith will single and score Schuler on the play. So there's your 7-2. Bottom of the 4th. 8-2. Double for Castagnosi. Parker strikes out. Bracamones pops out to second. With 2 outs, a double for Frankenstero. That punk gets a RBI for Johnny Castagnosi. No, literally. That's Punk. That's Punk's player. That punk. Not to be confused with that second baseman in San Francisco who really is a punk. All right. 42 punks, too. 8-3. Well, since he's scoring 1 an inning, but they'll need to be a little more productive than that if Pittsburgh keeps putting up crooked numbers here. So, Snyder walked, 2 fly outs. Snyder stole second base and then scored on the Judson Fabian double. Bottom of the 5th. Eric Kelly. Not to be confused with that Eric Kelly. No relation. To the 7th. 3 spot. Whoa, 3 spot. So you're saying there's a chance. Well, Snyder struck out. Yost got a double. Yost stole third base. And then Brady House walked. Fabian walked to load the bases. Josh Schuler got a single, but then an error in the outfield allows him to get to second. 2-run score. And then with 1 out, Dylan Humphrey flies out far enough to score Judson Fabian. There is your 3 runs. It's 8-6. Bottom of the 7th. Jared Hoyle is in for the 8th here. You know what? We'll go live to this point because this is a deciding game. 8-6 Jared Hoyle against Rusty Keith. First pitch to Keith, grounded over towards second where J.R. Frankenstero lies. Makes the play for 1 out. Joe Amundsen comes up 1 for 3 today. The 0-1 to him. Grounded over to third. Bracamontes is there. No, that's Brett Andrews today. Never mind. He'll throw to first for the out. Bracamontes is your DH. I should have known better. All right. Jake Snyder is your batter. Snyder 0 for 2 today. The 1-0 from Hoyle. He'll roll it right over the first. Easy play there. Else Faith will step on the bag. That retires the side. Hey, I hear you got to have faith. Apparently, Pittsburgh took that seriously and got to have Sam faith. All right. Bottom of the 8th will go. Rupert Madden with 5 strikeouts. Bill Parker 0 for 2 today. To left field. Well struck, gets down for the hit. What time is it? 8:20. You know what I'm going to do? I'll quick sim this half. Make sure that's good. And we'll go back and see how Cincy does if it's still within 3. It is. All right. So here we go. Top of the 9th. Cincy trying to win this one. Pittsburgh trying to close this one out. It's win or go home, literally. Eddie O's 2 for 4 with an RBI. Awaits a 3-0 pitch. He will swing on 3-0. Sam Faith has it. Will throw over to Hoyle covering. Maybe that was a little too opportunistic. Either that or Eddie O's does not like the rain, as it is raining here at Constellation Field. Brady House 0 for 3 today. The 1-1. Grounds that one over to Sam Faith. He will go step on the bag. See, there is something to this. You gotta have faith. You gotta have Sam Faith. Because you gotta have Sam Faith. You gotta have Sam Faith. Sorry, I just tortured you to that, but I promise you, you will not need to look at my butt like you would in that old George Michael video. Anyway, Judson Fabian. 2 outs, 1 for 3. The full count pitch. Up the middle, that will get by for a hit. Tying run will get to the plate as Fabian gets the first. Josh Schuler, lefty on lefty battle here. Schuler's 2 for 3 with 2 RBI today. A 2-2. He will strike him out, and that is your ball game. Hooray! Hooray, everybody. The Pittsburgh Pirates will dispatch of the Cincinnati Reds with an 8-6 win to win the best of 3 series here. Again, Reds were 4th coming into this tournament, so that means they will finish 4th and get $2 million. That means that the Texas Rangers will finish 3rd and get $2.5 million. So Pittsburgh and Montreal will be battling off to try to win top prize of $5 million. Runner-up will win $3.5 million. Wow, who's your player of the game in this one? Papa Vaz, 2 for 4, 2 RBI. That triple was very timely. Mike Yeshishtrishker was 3 for 4. Mike with yogurt. J.R. Frankenstero was 3 for 5. And Ismael Bracamontes, also 2 for 5. I see a fire strike. JC Swishman cashing in his hairballs. Sorry, Freudian slip there.
That's what she said.
But he will get a +3 on that one. That will make Sadier happy, we think. All right, so who got the pitching? Eric Kelly. Boy, this Eric Kelly guy really eradicated the Reds in that one. Sorry, wrong guy. Ismael Bracamontes gets player of the game in that one. Doug Latham, 2 1/3, 8 hits, 6 earned runs. He walked 1 and struck out 3. I think what JR learned in this one, don't change your starter from the planned starter because they got lit. It probably got lit anyway. So, hey, Sharpie came in. Sharpie came in as a reliever. Sharpie did pretty good in the Winter League tournament. He was 4-0 with a 2.23 ERA. They might be, but again, let's remember, Winter League, it's not the majors. Okay, thank you. That's what I was looking for, is because there are guys in this tournament that will never see the light of day of the major leagues. So, all right, let's get back to the majors. We will quick sim or advance the day, see if any new signings take place. Okay, just seeing where we're going. Let's go to the off-season center. No new signings from what we see here. Sorry. Nope. You're not having to listen to me. Zachariah Nankervis. We have a Zachariah in eMLB now. There you go. Injuries? None. Winter League, just Jimmy Yates. And what do we got? One more day? We got one more day, so we will advance to it. And then I will send the file out. I'm going to assume whatever's going on the parent channel, DishNet was not happy because he is like this as soon as I got on. So, but we'll go over to DishNet here in a moment. You're rating Amaranth? Oh, she is on, isn't she? Yep. She's doing bikini yoga cosplays? Well, that sounds promising. But I don't know why I don't think I should go raid that. So, just saying. Anyway, let's see. JR's gone. Bye, JR. Bikini yoga. JR's like, see ya. We out. All right, we have no new signings. Just a free agent signing by the Angels. No new injuries. And we are finally at our finals, which will be a best of 5. My eyes are open wide now. Very funny. All right, gang. We will call it a day here. I've got some trades to do before I send the file out to you. So as much as I'm sure you guys would love bikini yoga cosplay, I'm going to subject you to most likely a little bit of Valley Girl. How could there be negative viewers? Oh, I'm sure Amaranth would find a way. Back to the litter box. I'm going getting inches to assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put my head back on straight, and we'll be back in front of you. So Sunday morning, coffee with the commish, 10 o'clock. Is when we next go live, and we will complete the finals of the eMLB Winter League for 2027. Sarah from DoorDash, JR will find you. We assure you that. But for now, Commish LB will remind you how you think directs your life. So be like JR, find Sarah from DoorDash, make it happen, and think, I will do this. You will attend my wrestling event. Oh, yes, you will. All right, gang. Thanks a bunch. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. We'll hopefully see you on Sunday, 10 o'clock. Peace.
You jackass!